Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fadila Aprilia Putri from class C, and in this video, I would like to explain my SQL programming practicum. So in this practicum, I learned about the basic of using SQL, especially how to create a table, a database, and insert data and display data. First, I will explain the preparation step. So before starting, I used XMPP as my local server. I activated a page in my SQL. Then I opened this shell and logged into my SQL using the root user. And this step is important because it allows me to access and manage the database. After that, I create a new database. The name of database is based on my student number, and which is 2024 31 2026 laporan 1. And this is so important because that each student has a different database. Then I selected the database using the use command so that all the next process are done inside this database. Next, I create a table named transaksi. This table is used to store transaction data. It has several columns such as ID transaksi, tanggal transaksi, nama pelanggan, jenis transaksi, kategori, jumlah, metode pembayaran, status, and created. The ID transaksi is the primary key, which means it is unique for every row. It also uses auto increment, so the number will increase automatically. The tanggal transaksi stores the transaction date, and nama pelanggan stores the customer name. Then jenis transaksi and kategori describe the type of transaction and product category. The jumlah columns, storage, and total amount of the transaction, and metode pembayaran show how the payment is made, such as cash, transfer, or e-wallet. The status column is limited to 3 values, which are pending, success, and cancel. This is done using enum, so the input is controlled. For the last, I create add automatically records the time when the data is inserted. After creating the table, I modified the table structure by adding a new column called code transaksi. This column must be unique, so every transaction has a different code and there are no duplicate values. So next, I insert the data into the table. I insert at least 15 data with different variation. The categories include makanan, minuman, and electronic. The payment method include cash, transfer, and e-wallet. The status are also various, such as pending, success, and cancel. This variation is important because it makes the data more realistic and helps in testing the query. After inserting the data, I displayed the data using a select query. I only selected 3 columns, which are ID transaksi, nama pelanggan, and kode transaksi. Then I use a 3 condition to display only the data with status cancel. It means the query will only show cancelled transaction. I also use an order by in ascending order to sort the data from the smallest ID transaksi to the largest. From the result, I can see that the data is displayed correctly based on the condition and sorting. From this practicum, I learned many important things. I learned how to create and manage a database, how to design a table structure, how to modify a table, and how to insert and display data using SQL. At first, I experienced some errors, specifically when writing the query. But after checking and fixing them, I understand how SQL works better. In consolation, this practicum helps me understand the basic concept of SQL and database management. I believe this knowledge will be useful in the future, especially for developing applications that use database. So that's all my presentation and explanation. Thank you for watching.